watching Power 4 with my uncle and my daddy.
Hey, yo, what it do? It's Big Dirty. I'm rocking with Power 4, Real and Wood.
What's up? My name is Justin Austin. I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Make sure y'all check out the new podcast called Power 4 with Real and Wood, man. They talking about everything basketball, man. Make sure y'all check that out as soon as possible. You ain't got nothing else better to do but sit at home, work, listen to music, and listen to podcasts. So might as well add this one to the list. Make sure y'all check it out, man. These dudes some cool cats, and they know what they're talking about. Peace.
It's your girl Jazz Lewis over here at We Working, and I am definitely rocking with the squad, Real and Wood. Make sure y'all go check them out.
Yo, this is DeMonte Simpson, and I'm Power 4 with Real and Wood.
Hello, this is Mr. C, aka Clarence Swearingen, Knoxville, Tennessee, and I'm rocking with Real and Wood on Power 4.
My name is Coach Nick Marshall, boys coach at Vine Middle School and head coach with TPE, Team Passion Elite, and I'm rocking with Real and Wood on Power 4.
Welcome back to Power 4 with your boy Real and Wood.
What's going on out there, man? We told y'all we got a lot of bangers for y'all, man. Today, we got something special, man. Hey, Jay, I don't know how many banners she got, man, but she got way more than both of us. Man, the ultimate Central alum, Ashley Young. Hey, Ash.
That's why I wore my red and black.
I see.
Red and black for Central.
Yeah.
I started to pull out some of that red and black.
I knew you was going. I thought you was going too. Hey, but before we get into all that, we got to know, what was your most embarrassing moment on the court?
So it had to be smoking a wide open layup.
Oh.
It got to be that.
Against? Was y'all up or down?
We was up. We was most definitely up. I can't think of who it was against. But I was just going adrenaline rushing. I was going so fast.
You was trying to smack backboard.
Hey, Wood, I never seen her play. I need to see some footage of this, man. But were you fast?
I was pretty fast. That's how I survived in the game. Being this small.
I got you.
It was definitely a show. But man, for those that don't know you, go on, tell us about you.
Well, my name is Ashley Young. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee. One and only. I attended Central High School. I actually went to Northwest, and I started my middle school, school career there. And I transferred and finished up at Vine for 2 years. My transfer papers went to Austin East. So I was just like, I don't know, I want to try something different. So it's kind of between Central and Fulton. So actually, I was planning on going to Fulton. But what happened with Fulton, I went to an open gym. It was, I think Coach Annie Hatmaker was the coach at the time. So I went to an open gym. It was like 6 girls. It was so boring. And I was like, Mom, I can't do this. I can't do that. So then I went to Central, and I attended Central. I was like, oh yeah, because they were pretty deep. You know, most of those girls at Central, all of them had went to like Shenandoah, and they stayed together as a group. So it's a lot more, competition over there, and girls that were knowledgeable about the game.
Cool. So how early did you get started playing basketball?
Ooh, I tell you what, I went to the Boys and Girls Club. I had to be about 5th grade. Yeah. And I think it's probably when I started. No, I take that back. No, I might have started at Boys and Girls Club because they had this hoop shot contest. It was like whoever make the most free throws, you get to go on. But I won the first round, and I didn't go back. I don't know why, but I probably and then from then on out, I probably went to play for the center, Lonsdale Rec Center, a couple of years.
Yeah. Was you any good back then? Don't lie.
Oh, Oh, in the rec league, yeah. I was pretty legit. I was the youngest one. I was pretty legit. I think do you all know Dominique what's Dominique's last name? She was like the biggest competition. What is Well, you know Dominique's last name?
Yeah. Was it I don't know if it's Stinson or not.
Yes, Dominique Stinson, yes. Yeah, she was just like the biggest competition. So I had always got hyped up. I was always younger than the girls I played with. So yeah, I was pretty legit. I was strong point guard.
Yeah, okay.
So coming up, who did you patch your game after? Who did you steal stuff from?
Honestly, nobody really. I wasn't a student of the game. I just played off of natural ability.
Yeah.
I didn't study like that. I liked it probably Host Claw. You know, I watched those girls and those Host Claw. Probably Host Claw. I watched her a lot. And actually I ain't even gonna call her a lot, but I watched her enough, you know. Her opportunity met her. But I guess the love came from just, you know, playing at the center and going to the Boys and Girls Club and playing. I didn't really watch it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So what middle school did you attend? I think you said something about it, but let's talk about that a little bit.
Well, Golden Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Golden Bird.
I wish we could have got a couple other people over there in that purple and gold, but we ain't gonna talk about. I'll just play.
Yeah, I was but hey, I kind of was forced to be a Golden Bird, man. I kind of was forced. I really was. And I remember 6th grade trying out, and the coach cut me.
Oh.
He cut me 6th grade. So my mom, my AAU coach, Miss Whitehead, was the coach at Vine, middle school coach at Vine. So I just transferred right on to Vine. And I went right in, played and everything. And I remember the game was so, I just went crazy when we played Northwest. And coach didn't even want to shake my hand. And you know, every time I see coach, I thank him to this day.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. I can't even think of his name, but yeah, I thank him to this day, even when I see him.
Who I was on that team? Who I was on that fine team with you?
I had Kaya. It was a girl named Kaya Pelcher. Princess. It was Princess. I can't even think of Princess' last name. Tammy Gillespie.
Mm-hmm.
We had a girl, Rakisha Myers, Chastity Cannon. Trying to think of who else. Quanta Fields. I don't know how I even hit Quanta Fields. Alicia Anderson.
Yeah. Well, did y'all do a lot of winning?
Yeah, we was pretty. We didn't finish like we should. I think we wound up losing. I think it might have been Halls in the semifinals over at South Door. But we went. We made it pretty far at the tournament, but we didn't win middle school. I don't know why.
It's still something special about it, Wood. You know I love Vine, man. I love it, man. I'm talking about Ash, the ultimate home court advantage.
Yeah. Golden Birds.
Hey, real talk, man. Look, he don't want to talk about it.
Hey, I beat Vine at Vine.
When?
I beat Vine at Vine.
No, you beat Vine at Whittles.
I beat Vine at Vine. When I played my 7th grade year,
okay.
I thought you was talking about coaching wise.
Nah, man, I wasn't fortunate enough to get a win over there, man. It was crazy.
Hey, look. Hey, I walked through there the other day. You know, they ain't played a lot of games on the court this year, you know, with all the COVID stuff. And, you know, it was nobody in there. And Wood, I looked at the floor. It was all nice and pretty, man. I said, man, I could get back over here. Boy.
Went out there and jabbed a few times.
Hey, what? Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I ran up and down the sideline doing like that a couple times, man. I had to.
I was fortunate enough to be able to go to the gym. I guess probably about a month ago. Man, it just going in there. It just does something to me, like in the inside. Like I used to
back
hoop her.
That time, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it was like classic. Like, dang, I was just like, it was like surreal.
Yeah, it's a little small hole in the wall spot, man. But like I said, it's got a real home court advantage, man.
Oh yeah.
So man, your freshman year at Central, walk us through it.
Ooh, man, I rode the bench. My ninth grade year, and simply because, and not that I wasn't talented enough to get on floor, but I didn't take it serious. So I feel like it might have been, now, you know, that I look back, it might have been a confidence thing, because I went to the end of the bench every game with a upperclassman, and it was either Letitia Knight, I think it might have been her, or Lakeisha Knight, but I went to the inner bench playing with her, just laughing, didn't take it serious. And coach she never put me in. So after that, I was like, I don't like his feeling.
Yeah.
So I finally turned it on. And then that's when I started playing. Probably like towards the end of the season. You know, I cut that out. Yeah, my freshman year. Yeah, I cut that out real quick.
Yeah. I think that's the thing a lot of players struggle with. Some, you know, they freshman year, just the maturity part. You know, you going from middle school where it's like, you know, you're everybody's focus, and then you come in as a freshman, it's like you got to prove yourself all over again, and it's a different level. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I think now this is my take on it now. Like, I think back when I was in high school, it was more of a nervous type thing. You know, will I be on freshman? You know, will I be on varsity? Versus today, the kids like entitlement. Oh, I'm good enough. I'm not playing if I'm not on varsity.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like they don't really, you know, work for it or like appreciate it. Like, it's like they automatically know I'm good enough to be on varsity.
That's funny you say that, man. And I hate that sense of entitlement, because it's like when you don't want to work for it, you'll just leave. Kids nowadays, they'll just leave. Like the kid from Duke, man, he just opted out, quit on his team. Like, oh, I'm gonna just get ready for the NBA because I haven't started in 3 games. It's like, man, where is the sense of teamship?
Well, you know, I think it you know, the community, the basketball community plays a part. Parents play a part in that, because we put the kids up on a pedestal at an early age.
Yeah.
And I done seen it where, you know, 5th grade rec league, oh, he the man. Ain't nobody stop him.
Yeah.
Then you get them to, you know, middle school, like, all right. And then they come back and say, hey, he the man again. And then about time he the man again, you know, oh, he good. He can go anywhere he want. High school, he going to play this, that, or she going to play this, that, and third.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think, man, I think what the part to get lost is the process. People just don't understand the up and down of the ups and downs of the process, and that your path ain't gonna be exactly like the next person's path, and that's okay though. You know what I'm saying? Because that's okay, because your story meant to be written however it's gonna be written. You know. But, yeah, man. So let me ask you this though. Think about high school. I know you a competitor, right? At heart, I know you. Who was one of your rivals? And I ain't talking about a team. I'm talking about somebody you wanted to see out there a little bit. You used to like to see them play against them, a player.
And Austin East, really, well, oh, you said not a team.
Well, you could talk about a team if you want.
Yeah, because I mean, to be honest, I ain't had no rivals. I was my own, you know, I was my own rival. Anytime, any given day, step up, I'm the one to be feared. So I ain't think no, you know, I ain't think like that.
Yeah.
But I did like Austin East, because I guess all of them was, you know, former teammates, and you know, you always got to step up and prove something with them.
Right.
And Oak Ridge, due to the fact that Oak Ridge, man, I feel like I used to always have to battle them by myself. I don't know, my team always laid down with me. It was something about them Wildcats. Boy, game plan just changed.
You against them.
Yeah, I always felt like it. And my high school coach, she'll agree with me to this day on that too.
There's just
we,
something
you know,
about
we
when
have
y'all play Oak Ridge.
man something about when we play Oak Ridge because they had powerhouses, and so I always felt like I had something to prove against them.
Did you beat them any?
Never, never would, never.
Oh,
never. Kill me to this day.
If you go your whole high school career like that, right? Hey, it could be years and years later, you'll still be rooting against them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, I hope y'all lose.
Yeah. Hey, when Shavar and them get in high school, man, they play Oak Ridge, she gonna be turned up. She gonna be turned up just for that game. He ain't gonna know what's going on. She gonna say it's perfect tonight.
No, I didn't even feel like it due to the fact because they respected me so much.
Real talk.
Like they respected me so much. It was to the point that like I might see the guard, that starting point guard in our mall, she won't even look my way. So that's why I guess that's why I'm like, that my respect is earned right there.
Yeah.
Oh man. That's big, Ash. I talk to these kids all the time about that, man. It's about, like doing it the right way or being really good at something, right? That always demands people's respect. Like people that can do things that other people don't do, you usually look at them in the highlight, don't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So on the basketball court or when we in competition, if I'm competing at the highest level, whether I'm on your team or going against you as an opponent, when I do that and I do that consistently, and you see I do that again, and you see my results against other people year after year, you gotta respect it.
Got to.
You got to. Hey, you got to.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you gotta realize too, when you competing like that against that person, and you consistent with your performance, they going you already done intimidate them for the next time.
Yeah.
Right.
I know what they want to bring it.
Right.
So they know they either got to bring it or it's gonna get ugly fast.
Right.
Yeah.
We all have all of us have coached, right? So you all know the situation where going into a game, you playing against somebody that could be a pretty good player that kind of has made kind of a little name for themselves, right? And you'll have them one or two players when it's time to guard them, they guard them, giving them a break and everything. They look, oh God, I don't know what to do. Giving them too much credit.
Yeah.
But that goes into, like you said, though, that respect, though. They done seen them do something, it can be intimidating.
I'm like, get up on them, make them prove it, touch them or something.
Please teach them. Don't
this
just
dang. Hey, I'm telling you, man, I don't see how these kids allow people to drop 30 points on them. Like, you're not dropping those 30, no 20 on me. No, it's not happening.
And if you do, you definitely ain't doing it the next time unless you just really, you gotta be really
yeah.
like that.
gotta be
be
like
really
that.
like that.
Cause I'm that's too much. I got too much pride for that, man. I'm like, man, hold on. Man, this next foul gonna be hard. You gonna think about this 2 points.
Yeah. You have to earn it from the free throw lines, man. I'm gonna tell how you hard.
What? You better earn it.
So
I don't know about that.
So Ash, man, thank you still, while you was at Central, I mean, you might have already said it, but what was your toughest place to play in high school? Like road game wise, what was the toughest place to play you felt like?
Probably going to that dang on den. Going to that Wildcat den.
Hey, it was really
going
like
to that Wildcat den. Yeah. Going to that Wildcat den, boy.
Man, I've heard stories of players that come through there. Man, matter of fact, y'all, I heard man, what's T's mom's name? I can't think her name right now.
Camilla. Oh, Kiki, his sister.
No, the mom.
Yeah.
I heard
Camilla.
I heard the mom could hoop too.
Yeah, Camilla.
Yeah, I heard she could hoop. I heard the sister could hoop. But right now, man, when I was watching the Oak Ridge game the other night, they said that the boys, I want to say, have won the district or hadn't lost a district game in like 10 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, y'all didn't ever beat them, did y'all?
We did.
Lonnie them?
after my
did y'all? Okay.
After my junior year, I didn't lose to him again. I beat him both times my junior year and my senior year. I beat him
in the district.
Yeah.
Okay, cause I remember Lonnie handed y'all the business out there in Corn.
That was
remember that?
That was when I was gone. I was gone already.
Okay.
But Dre and Black will have something to say about that one.
Yeah.
we had to play against Rogers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Nah.
Hey, Ridge, they was just powerhouses, man. But that coach, man, they had a lady named Gia Prudence. She was freaking dope. And she sent me some invitation to her camp. Yeah. I was like, oh, coach, I showed my current high school coach, man, I ain't never see that paper again.
She
said, we're trying to get you.
She ain't gonna be slick and get my PG.
Man, I ain't see that paper again.
Yeah, Ash, I want you to go and tell everybody your accolades in Central, man. Just so people know I'm not crazy when I say, oh, Ash was the best I seen.
Let's see. I won. It was KIL Player of the Year. I had most bit. I led the team in steals, assists. Sure, it may be rebound on that thing too. For real. Just because I just out hustled everybody, I'm trying to think. And we done won. What did we win? I was MVP, like all my MVP of the team. Probably about all my years there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So Ash, man, walk us through kind of the whole recruitment process for college, like how you got down to pick what school you was gonna go to and all that.
Well, my recruitment, it was I had a couple of JUCOs. Mostly mine was JUCOs, and my high school coach was married to Hiawassee coach, so that kind of formed a relationship there. I had actually took a visit to Walker State, and I didn't like how Coach Krager was approaching me. And I was like, oh no, this ain't for me. He got talking about when he recruited my auntie and what he told her. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, this ain't for me. So I just wound up going to Hiawassee and played 2 years there. And we done pretty well. I done pretty well there. And then my recruitment opened up, after my senior year. I mean, my second year. I didn't say senior, my second year. So I had my top schools I was actually gonna go to TSU. It was a Coach Tracy, and but what happened? She was the assistant coach, and she was mainly doing the recruiting. But she wound up taking a head job, and me and her was in communication. I guess they was going through the coaching thing, and I had Lander University, which was D2 school, sitting in my living room while she called and telling me she's taking a head job. And if I'm interested in coming, then I had Lane College. That's like, come down here, we'll roll out the red carpet for you and whoever else want to come. I had a couple of offers, but then was just like the main one. Right. Then UT Martin, they wanted to give me a 3-year deal.
Okay.
A 3-year deal, but just. And I didn't really want to go to school where I didn't know anybody, so I just went to Lander. But TSU is probably where I would have landed had they had that coaching stuff, situated earlier. But I mean, the path that I took, it was for me. It was destined for me, and I wouldn't change it.
How was Hiawassee? Madisonville. Good old Madisonville.
Yeah, here we go.
The golden years. It was the golden years. The highlight. Hiawassee, we was like, man, my coach that I had, like, he gonna recruit the mess out of you. He when they got us first year, we was all right. We was a sleeper. They didn't know we was coming like that. So I think we probably was like one game away from probably like 1 or 2 games away from the national tournament that year. We was like that was his rebuilding year. Right. Second year, oh yeah, we went to the tournament. We sure did. I forgot about some schools out there. It was recruiting.
Yeah, see,
But
you
hey,
it's been so long, you done forgot.
yeah, I really have. Hey, don't tell nobody that. But yeah, Hawashi, man, we just that second year, he went and got the rest of those pieces, and we could pick it. We was untouchable. That year, we battled. We had my big, which was Rose. You know, then I had my other role played probably 5, and then we had a 4. She was nice too. Her name was Heidi.
Hold up,
And
I
then we
didn't
had.
think you role play together.
Oh yeah, that was my big man. I made Ro look good.
Man, I gotta see this footage. Hold up, Wood. Hold up, man. Hold up.
Got the VHS.
I got to see this footage, man. I'm gonna have to get y'all low. We're gonna have to pull out. We're gonna have to find us a VCR from the pawn shop, cause I know I know it ain't on DVD. That's how old it is. It's on VHS. We're gonna have to get us a VCR, man. And I gotta see this stuff, Wood, man.
Yeah,
I've got to see Ash and Ro on the same squad.
Yeah, Rachel was on our squad too.
See, I don't know why I didn't realize that all y'all played together.
Yeah. Rachel was on our squad. Shooter. We don't need you to do nothing but get to the corner, Rachel. Hold your hands like it. You ready for
Shooter from Barnes.
Was it going in, Ash?
It's money ball. It's money ball. Yeah. Most definitely. Me and Ro, we was pretty. Me and Ro, we wasn't pretty 1-2 punch. Pretty good 1-2 punch.
So
and then we had another girl named Courtney Perkins. She's pretty good too.
Okay. So let me ask you this, man. Like while you was at Hawaii, like what was your focus as far as like education wise, like, you know, in the school, on the school side of things? Like what was you majoring in?
My major was elementary education. At Hawaii. So I just really was trying to get my core classes. Of course, I came in immature, didn't really take my grades serious. I didn't take my grades serious out. I was just trying to do enough to get by. Cause I mean, truth be told, if it weren't for ball, I probably wouldn't have went to school. So basketball motivated me to finish college and you know, earn my degree. Man, so elementary education, yeah. It really, you know, just looking back on it, like, dang, I'm glad I did have ball. It helped motivate me.
For sure, man. We say it all the time, man. It you know, it's about the ball, but it's bigger than the ball. You know what I mean? Like it kept you focused. It gave you some pride. One thing you spoke about was you spoke about how people had to respect you. So I can't imagine what that did for your self-confidence, you know, just as a person in general. You get what I'm saying? And want to push forward, you know.
Yeah, I was most definitely, like, basketball really, you know, helped me push forward and get through. You know, I could have took a different path, but I wanted to play ball. So, you know, basically, you know, basketball probably, you know, saved me. It probably saved me because I could have been doing other stuff, but I knew I couldn't do what they was doing, who, you know, the people that I was hanging out with, because I knew I had to go to practice.
Yeah, sure.
I remember one time, like, one of my cousins at the game and one of my friends at the game, and you know, it was a loud marijuana smell. So I was finna leave. My coach did not allow me to leave with them. She was like, "I'm taking you home." Yeah. So she wound up taking me home. But so it most definitely, you know, saved me from a lot of stuff.
Man, for sure. I know it's been super good to me, man. I tell people who I get a chance to talk to that really, man, coaching saved my life, man. I was going down a whole different spiral before y'all met me. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, I was, man. And somehow I basically somebody approached me with coaching. And I had never I had never coached before. And when I started coaching, man, it was like man, I fell in love, man, and it gave me a sense of like, okay, like I can't be out here doing this, and this, because
Yes.
if I get in trouble, then I ain't gonna be able to be here. You know, you get what I'm saying? So
Oh
I
yeah.
just
Oh yeah.
totally, man, it just totally just took over my life. You know, it took over my life in a lot of good ways, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
shout out
Oh
to the
yeah.
game.
Yeah. Coaching to do it, it'll do it to you, boy.
Hey,
Whew.
and that's one thing, man. Using basketball to get away from whatever situation you in, man. That's the beautiful thing about it.
Yeah,
Oh
it
yeah.
is. Oh yeah.
Like
I
we done
tell.
talked about, like we done talked about it
Well,
a few times. Basketball will show you the world.
it sure will. The trips that you take, man. A lot of these kids wouldn't see some of these places. Wouldn't even see, man. Man, probably about 2 years ago, we in the same gym as LeBron James. We look down, we can see Carmelo Anthony, LeBron,
Mm-hmm.
Kenny the Jet.
Yeah.
We see Carlos Boozer sitting right here behind me. Like it's just crazy how how much you can see, boys like with basketball.
Yeah.
Like how much it's crazy.
Or you see moments where like especially, like with me being a coach where, like some of these guys that you play against, and then they go on to be these big time things. You get what you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
like, dang man, we was out there, we was
yeah.
there.
We was like, heck yeah. But like I tell my more so my son, since my daughter she ain't ready to process it yet.
Yeah.
But I well, me and Siobhan both tell our son that like we didn't have this type of training. That man, these kids got access to all type of trainings, all type of this, that, and the third. We didn't have it. We just my parent was uneducated about it. I mean, she would get it if I say, oh mom, I need this will help my game. She would invest in me, but we just didn't know like the routes or the direction to go just to help me elevate my game.
Right.
And now there's just all kind of stuff.
Man, it is, man.
It's crazy you say that because this stuff on and off the court. Like, man, some kids have nutritionists now.
Man, what?
Taking care of your body, man. It's just so important. They
Everything.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, cause I want of them parents to be like, all right, I need a strength and conditioning coach for this. I need a shooting trainer for this. I ain't gonna lie, I be wanting all that stuff.
Yeah.
Big Shamal be thinking I'm crazy.
But
he be like he be even telling me, he's like, you don't think he get tired? I'm like, I'm trying to build a machine.
Yeah.
Hey, it's an old saying, man. It's an old saying we used to have. I remember, we had a kid at the Celtics. His mama used to always be on him. You know what I'm saying? And one day, man, he had did something, and she was on him real hard when they was walking off, and one of the coaches looked at me and said, "See, that's why he gonna be good one day, cause he got a mama like that."
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And man, I salute y'all, man. I salute y'all on I've watched y'all kind of mold y'all kids, man, and I like the way y'all hard on them, man. A lot of parents could learn a lot from that, just being hard on your kids and having high expectations, man. You know what I'm saying? Keeping
I mean, that's all I know.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all I know. I be Javon tell people, he's like, shoot, his mama harder on him than I am. and people, people make statements, people trying to live the dream for the kid. I done live mine. I done done mine. But if it's what, this kid say they want to do, any kid, if it's what you say you want to do, all right, this what you're going to be pushed to do.
But we ain't going to have stuff. We're going to do it all the way. I know what it takes.
Yeah.
We're going to do it all the way.
Yeah. It's going to change. These kids out here, I salute the basketball world, because I'm seeing more girls pick up the ball, and the kids are starting younger. They starting to grind it out at a young age. Wow, it's starting young.
Right. So if you can start to get that whole mentality of, if I want to become better at something, then I gotta actually spend some time to it. I gotta be dedicated to it. I gotta be committed to it. The earlier kids can learn that, man, that just that whole mindset for life, the better off they gonna be. Ain't nobody gonna give it to you. You gotta earn it. You know what I mean?
Man, listen, I don't care if my kids say they want to be a rocket scientist. That's what I'm gonna go do. I'm going to buy all the little planets and everything.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna turn my living room into space.
Right. I love it. So Ash, man, you know, me, you, and Wood all share something pretty special. This keep
Yes,
happening,
sir.
Wood, man.
Yeah.
Every time we bring somebody on that had a middle school coaching experience, you know what happens.
Banner.
Anytime, hey, if you hire anybody in my circle, middle school school principals, if you listening, you will get a championship.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed, ain't it?
Hey.
Guaranteed.
So, if I'm not mistaken, now was Northwest your first job?
No,
Dang. Okay. So walk me through. How did you start coaching?
I started coaching probably like a year before that. Yeah, probably a year before. No, dang, yo, I forgot about that. I started coaching before that because I had
The Heat, wasn't it? Wasn't it the Heat?
I'm trying to think that I start with boys. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I had queens. I coached them, but I had the yeah, you're right, Wood. I started with them. It was my rec league team.
Yeah.
It was my rec league team. I started with them, but I feel like I coached before that. I can't remember, but it was my rec league team that I had with Quay.
Okay.
I had Quay High, and I think that's when we didn't have Kiki McKinney then. We didn't. She came on late.
Right.
I had a little girl named Tootie, Deasia Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
And my goddaughter was staying with me at the time, and she was interested in basketball.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So that's why I wound up coaching her.
Cool.
And I coached them rec. Yeah, I won a city and county.
Yeah. So, but Northwest was the first like school job.
Yeah. Northwest was my first school job.
So how did we get at Northwest?
Well, my high school coach was the athletic director over at Northwest.
Okay.
And she was like, "Hey, we need a coach." So I was like, "Oh, all right." And then my girls was going to middle school. All of them that I had just, finished coaching red, they went on to middle school. So I was like, okay. I was like, man, I gotta have some help. And I called Rose, hey, I need you, you take on my post. So I called Rose. She agreed to help me. And it just went from there.
And y'all had a good year that year.
Yeah, we had a good year. Yeah, we had that. And I think Kiki McKinney, she had transferred in from Breeding.
Yeah, I remember that.
So that made it even more solid.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this: did y'all go undefeated?
Yeah.
See, both of y'all, that's the difference. That's the difference. You both went undefeated.
Yep.
Yeah, we went. Well, you know what though? I take that back because we lost to Alcoa.
Okay.
We played them in a tournament, an extra tournament. So we lost to Alcoa that year. But other than that, Knox County teams, nah.
And who was the boys' coach over at Northwest then? Was that when Coach Talent was there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Talent was there that year.
Yeah.
Yep, Talent was there that year. And
So
I wound up.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Talent was there that year. Yeah.
But I was gonna ask you, where did you go after Northwest?
I took a break. I didn't even coach.
That's what I wanted to get into. What I wanted to get into, Wood. So check it out. This is a perfect segue to talk about it, man. Is you took a break, and if I'm not mistaken, did you took that break to kind of be with your own, your kids, right?
Yeah. I just had took that break to kind of be. I think my son had just started playing ball, so I kind of took that break to watch him because if I'm not mistaken. It was rough, getting to his game and coaching too.
Right, right. And
Mhm.
and man, that's a dude I'm real fond of, man. He got a special place in my heart, man, because how he go about it. So I got a story, Linwood. This is Shavar Young story right here, man. I'm talking about you can put this one down. When he make it doing whatever it is he gonna do, remember this story. So I decide, hey man, I'm gonna coach some little dudes, man. Let's just go all the way down, get them as young as possible. So the first person I could think of was, I said, man, who has a little kid that can play? They kind of got a little knack for it or something. First person I called was Ash, the first person. So Ash was my GM. She go around and get all the kids for me. You feel what I'm saying? Say, Ash, you got to help me out. But we start the team, man, and it's the first practice, right? It's the first practice, and you get these little 5 and 6 year olds on the line, and you never know what they gonna do, what they gonna say. So I told them, all right, I'm trying to show them how to do suicides. So we start out by just running from the baseline to half court and back. You know what I'm saying? And when they start running, it's one kid out there, bro. He is literally out. He running so hard and competing so hard with the dude next to him. Linwood, when he run past me,
That's Bobby.
I said, "Oh my God, look what we got here."
Bobby.
That was Shavar, man, competing.
Yeah.
Hey, at like 5 and 6, I'm talking about super competitive. He tried, but you gotta love it, man. So I said all that to say, man, it's been in him for a long time, man. I can remember little Shavar. We were playing, we always had them playing up. So they might have been playing against some kid. They might have been 5 and 6 playing against, some 7 to 8 year old dudes. Remember little Shotty?
Yeah, Shotty.
Remember Shotty? So Shotty, like he much older than Shavar, but we playing against them, and I look up, him and Varden got kind of tied up. And next thing you know, look, here's little Shavar. He is way shorter and way smaller than Shotty. Right. Straight throwing blows. Hey, they both swinging. They can't hit nothing, but they swinging like a mug. Hey, look here. All the parents like, get him. Get Shavar, go get him. Man, I walked over there real slow, Wood. Put my arm around him. Get what I whispered to him in his ear.
Good job.
I said, that's what I'm talking about. and it wasn't that I wanted the kids to hurt each other. It was just, that's how sometimes things happen like that. They was good after that. It wasn't no drama.
Yeah.
But he just was tough at an early age, man. I appreciate that. I appreciated that, man. I enjoyed having time around him.
It's probably we've been in the gym. I tell everybody, man, he was conceived in the gym. Our first date, me and Big Shavar first date was at a Northwest basketball game. That was our first official date, Northwest basketball game.
I love
Who y'all watching?
It had to be Dre 8th grade year. Yeah, it had to be Dre's 8th grade year.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Loving basketball.
Coach, now, also, too, I saw that, if I'm not mistaken, that we just run it back again and get some more and get a little bit more of that championship stuff.
Oh yeah. You recently? Yeah. I just ran it back. Yeah.
Talk about that team this year. It looked like y'all was a little close knit group. Talk about your girls.
Well, I had let's see, I really had 5 8th graders, and only 3 were experienced. One of my 8th graders her first. Well, I had 4 that was the experience, but and one 8th grader, she didn't try out. That was her first year playing for the team. Then I had a sixth grader, and I had my fifth grader, and I only had 8 players. I'm missing one. Oh, and then I had another sixth grader. I had 2 sixth graders. So, they just worked. They bought in to what I was teaching. They just bought in, and they done what I asked them to do. Play defense and rebound. It was my main thing. Play defense and rebound. They take everything else to take care of itself.
Yeah.
So they just brought in what we was doing. So I set up a little scrimmage. Our first scrimmage, I had to put them in the fire to see what it was about. So we went over to hosting.
Oh yeah.
I had one of my 8th graders we was bound. I think they beat us by like 8. One of my 8th graders went out nosebleed. And one of my 8th graders told me they was hurt. I was like, well, we got a long road. They laying down on me early.
Already.
They laying down on me early, but they wound up getting it together. So we got to play a couple of games. We went out and played Coins, and they beat Coins. So I still owe them pizza to this day for that win.
Come on, Coach.
I was telling them, the Coins hadn't been beat in probably about 2 years or a year. They hadn't been beaten, and we went in on our home court and knocked them off. Yeah, that was big. So right then and there, I knew we was going, win our little district or whatever, our league. So
what's up, man? You see Wood? You see that cloth we cut from Wood?
You know what it was though. She knew Shavar them was gonna win it. If she didn't win the championship, she's gonna have to hear that all day. She already knew it. So
he probably would have had something to say. I ain't thinking about him. He probably would have had something to say.
That's another thing.
And guess what I was gonna tell him, Wood? Oh, go ahead, Jay.
You talk about 2 competitive people together.
Oh man, yeah.
Get them 2 together. They competitive as I don't know what.
Oh man.
Ash, who will win? You versus Lil Shavar. For real. Keep it 100. Don't lie.
Man, listen, I ain't even gonna let them watch this segment.
Live, you got 2.
I've been getting in shape for 2 years to play them at 5. Like 1-on-1, I think he'll get me, but hey, he ain't gonna get me no cat game. I had to bust him up real good in cat.
Hey, I love it. Yeah. You gotta change.
But one thing about it, he won't know. I ain't playing him the 1-on-1 so he can say he beat me.
So another thing, man, I can't leave out my baby girl because the progression right now has been beautiful. Like the steps that I've seen her take just from watching videos and different things like that. And I'm a coach, so I know the little things, to look for. It's beautiful, man. I love to see kids get better. She getting athletic. Mm-hmm. I heard she locking down on defense. That was the best compliment she could have right there, man. So
I told her she can't do nothing else, play defense.
That's all you can ask of her.
Yeah,
hey,
that's it. Just do that, baby. Do that. But she was a big factor in that. My daughter, she's 5th grade. She was a big factor in that Coons win. Because all I needed you to just sit on that ball and cause trouble. Right. That's all. You got one job. Yeah. And she went in there and conquered it. First two quarters, man, she was on roadblocks. Her mom was playing roadblocks. She wasn't at the game. Finally tuned in, but she's really one of those kids that like trust the process. Like she's most definitely one of those kids. Like trust the process. I plenty of nights I come home after working with her or games or something. I just like, man, I'm gonna let her quit. I'm just gonna let her quit. But then I'll be like, but she's too athletic. She catch on too quick for me to let her decide that. Cause everybody will tell you she's the most athletic person you have. She can stand straight up, do a backflip.
Yeah. Like, hey Jay, we was in one of them 7 o'clock sessions at 7 o'clock in the morning. She down there working out. Man, she put the ball down. I look out the corner of my eyes. I thought it was a ninja. She was just in there. is that
You
you?
ain't know what's going on. Yeah.
I seen it at the corner of my eye. I'm down there working with Dre, man. I see at the corner of my eye, somebody just flipping. Like, them is a ninja.
Yeah, them the type, when I train in sessions, man, them the type of things I got to allow. I got to allow her to get her all the way tuned in. I got to buy in to her the way.
Yeah.
But if she ever fall in love with it,
it's gonna be dangerous.
Yeah.
So,
man, cause I took her. I just, it's a proud, coach parent moment. But I took her to an open gym, and the kids been playing basketball since forever. I'm talking about loving it, training it. She the only one there can do a left hand layup. One of the coaches asked her, was like, "Are you right handed or are you left handed?" Didn't even know.
Yeah, that's big time right there.
For sure. But yeah, man, that I enjoy, like I said before, man, I just enjoy watching kids get better. Every time I see VAR, he getting taller and taller. He probably taller than old Coach J now, man.
Yeah.
I remember when he was the little guy with the headband and the wristbands,
yeah,
the socks. Hey, uniform too big, ball bigger than him. The ball bigger than his body would, but he could handle the thing.
Yeah.
Hey, he be running with his body, running with his back hunched over. You remember all that, man?
Yeah.
Good days, man.
Yeah, got the videos.
But yeah, Shavar's in a good situation over there at Webb, man. I just wanted to say that I got a lot of respect for Coach Norris and the way he do his thing and the way he is with the kids on and off the court, as far as just being a good example for them. Another building block, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Another building block, something else they can add to the process. But I haven't been able to see y'all play yet. Of course I've seen little highlights and stuff, but I really look forward to seeing what they gonna do. That little group with him and Cam and GB.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure somebody else will come and join you. You know how that go. When you good, people want to be there with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got a great opportunity early on to play for Coach Norris, because he had to wind up coaching, because Coach Jones, he went on, he was quarantined, so Coach Norris had to coach them. So those guys got to play in front of the high school coach early.
Yeah.
And they don't realize how big it is.
Yeah. And for what I hear, they the kids made such an impression on him that he enjoyed it. It kind of got him excited about it a little bit.
Yeah, he was pretty excited, because he approached me after the game. We gotta meet after the season.
For sure. We got a game plan. We got a game plan together, man. But that's cool, man. Coach Need, look, whenever I run into any of those people, man, I tell those people, man, y'all make sure y'all take care of our guys, man, because y'all don't understand what y'all got. I look at even GB, that's that's like one of your kids too. You know what I'm saying? He like family.
Yeah.
And I told him I'm proud of him for venturing off and doing other things. You can see him right now. He got that mindset. Like, I could see him being an entrepreneur.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
You can see him.
Definitely.
He's already venturing it out, and that's gonna be big for him. Along with the education part that he get and stuff. So, like I said, man, I get excited about talking about our kids, man. But
yeah, we got some great ones around here. These kids, they surprising me. Well, not really, but because it's expected of them. They had a great foundation that was laid for them. So, we appreciate you, laying that foundation.
Oh man, it ain't just me. It's a bunch of people. Like I said, it's blocks. It's blocks, man, for sure. Coach, let me ask you this, man. What do you've been coaching, and you got kids that play and stuff like that. So you see the game a lot. What do you think has maybe kind of changed as far as from like when you was playing?
Sure, you want me to be real with it. The game that changed so much, because man, we got 16-year-olds playing against 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
It's cheat codes. It's too many cheat codes in the game. So It's stunting. It's stunting us. It's stunting us. It's too many cheat codes in the game. That's the biggest difference that I done seen. Like we ain't even really getting out of it until you get to high school and it fades away. But that's mainly the change that I've seen it, and I feel like the kids ain't hungry like we used to, and I don't know if it's because they done took the parks away around here in the communities or not. But I know this past summer pandemic, we did get out there. We took them boys to the blacktop. And we did have them boys on the blacktop outside. But we getting to the point where now, that's even getting dangerous.
Right.
Yeah.
That's even getting dangerous because, some can't handle, good competition. Some can't handle a hard foul.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, that's most of the changing that that I see, and I see a lot of. I'm frustrated with the city as far as like lack of development. It starting it out at the foundation of the thing. It's like we gotta get our kids developed. And our kids, they ain't tough, man. They ain't tough. I just left a tournament up in Kentucky. Man, them kids put some respect on my name. They dunking, getting all up on you, pushing you around, looking at you crazy.
It's a different game.
Hey, man,
different game.
It's
and the kids, they weren't responding like I expect them to. I'm like, come on now. But still in their corner, like move around, I'm still thinking I'm coaching.
Yeah.
Right. I think a lot of the stuff when you was talking about the thing about, like the cheat code stuff, one thing that started being even bigger, like once AAU kind of took a back seat, like actual AAU nationals, tournaments.
Okay,
Once that kind of took a back seat, now you getting away from having sanctioned stuff. So now just, hey man, we having a tournament, y'all bring y'all best team, we bring our best team. We don't know where y'all from. And I ran into different situations with people from out of town, man, come to find out the dude playing two or three age groups down and all that kind of stuff. But I say it like this. What we used to say is, man, until you get to high school, it's kind of like shits and giggles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and it's messed up. You can't stop what some coaches, and I hope y'all hear me, coaches, man. Some of y'all, you gonna do what you gotta do because you want to look good. You want to look good. You know what I mean? It ain't about them kids or whatever, but that ain't what's up, man. It's really not. It's really not what's up. But so it just ain't serious until you get to, you get to high school. It's a little harder to get away with that kind of stuff.
When you start going to the clearinghouse and all that. Yes sir, it is. When you guys start registering, because right now, you just another team with price tag. I'm taking your money at tournament direct. I'm making it look good with your name on. Oh, I got this team here, this team here. Come on, I got so many teams in this bracket.
And that's another thing, Wood. Me and Wood kind of talk about this all the time where, it used to be more about just like the game, the actual game in basketball. And I'm not trying to step on no toes when I say this because I feel like there are some people who like charge money for services that are worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like that you should look into. But if I go to a tournament now, right? Time I walk in the door, there are about 4 or 5 people trying to get money from me that ain't got nothing to do with the game. Like somebody taking pictures, somebody selling headbands, somebody selling t-shirts, somebody selling somebody might be making player profiles.
I was gonna say, don't forget the biggest money maker. $150 for a mixtape. Man, the kids pay for mixtape.
They want the mixtape.
They want the mixtape. That's all. They want the mixtape.
Just some of that. And the reason why some of that bothered me is because it kind of like, number one, I want my guys focus on what they doing on the court, not what they wearing.
Yeah.
Number two, I don't want my guys sitting around glorifying what they did right. I want them going back and looking at the tape and looking at what they did wrong so they could fix that. You get what I'm saying? Like, So we just get into this whole thing where it starts to make people get this fake love, where I post a video and everybody on there gonna call me the GOAT.
Instant
Yeah, yeah,
gratification. Instant
yeah.
gratification.
That's instant. You're right. Instant gratification. Yeah,
Where I'm already the GOAT, not I'm the man. So, and it's not that I don't want people to be excited or happy for other people for having success, but let's just keep it all in a certain
yeah,
perspective. You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
yeah. It's like I remember we was at the Battle of Magic City probably about 2 years ago. It was Team Takeover. I think they from Maryland. I don't know what they done, what they was about. Man, their coach put them in some dang on fruit balloons, t-shirts, and made them play in them that weekend.
Because
I
he was
said, oh
pissed
yeah,
at him.
yeah. I said you can't do nothing but respect that. You can't
Humble
respect that.
For sure.
But you know,
man.
it's just like it's becoming more of a business.
Yeah.
Like it's becoming more of a business. You know, I think a lot of the family stuff and all that is kind of taken out of the game. It's just become straight business. And even I myself been trying to revert to going back. Man, it's a business. It's just telling myself it's a business. Stop. You know, it's just
Well, I know with me, you right. In a certain way, it is a business. But as just to be real with you, like as far as how I feel, like nah, like it ain't. It's just it's people run it like they might want to run it like
yeah,
a business and act like it's a business. But think about it. All these basketball programs are non-profit organizations. You get
yeah,
what I'm saying? So
yeah.
so we not making no money off of this
Money.
thing or nothing like that. So, it's gotta be about the love, it's gotta be about the kids.
Yeah, yeah. It
It's
gotta
gotta be
be,
about the
man.
kids. And I'm gonna tell you this. Keep doing what you're doing. Just stick with that. That's gonna
Yeah,
always it's gonna hold weight. Like the stuff you was talking about what you did this year with that
oh yeah,
team and them girls and getting them to buy in, that's gonna see stuff like that is gonna weigh a lot more. You feel
yeah,
me?
yeah, yeah,
So me personally, I'm sticking with that.
yeah.
I'm gonna just keep on doing it for them. Now
Well,
the business
well,
part, I'm out of it.
when you do it for the love, when you do it for the love, and them kids see that you love them, and they see, man, you're gonna get the ultimate most respect, and you're gonna get more out of them kids. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna get so much more when they know where the real love is at. You're gonna get so much.
When you when
And
you
I remember coaching at Central. I
Mhm.
coached there, and just how I just poured out into them kids and just how they would gravitate towards me. And what you think about this coaching? Like what they would do for me versus what they wouldn't do for the other coach. How I could get them to respond. But I mean, I had genuine love for them.
Yeah, and when you genuine, man, a kid will run through the wall for you, man. And
Yeah,
that's what's missing a lot nowadays. A lot of coaches is like, man, what can you do for me? If you can't do nothing for me, then I don't want you. I'm gonna use you. I'm gonna use you as a chess piece. You a
and
pawn.
that's what I was saying more like me, like for the business, like I can't allow, just like even with my son, people be like, well, let him come and play here, let him come. But I'm like, y'all want him to come and show up and play on your team? Man, what? Can he come down there and get a workout?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Can he come over there and get trained? Can he come over and get some shots up?
Yeah.
Like it's more than him just stepping on the court. What? So I mean, they kind of force you. It's kind of like I guess if I weren't strong in my faith, I would be cold hearted in this game. In
yeah.
this game of basketball, it's because you be forced to, but then it's like it ain't me.
Yeah.
So because it's like you get to the point where like dang, who can I trust in this? Who can I trust in this game?
Well, I think too though it's important to realize, like I was even thinking, for sure, there are colleges that they run in a way it's a business because ain't nothing guaranteed. They could take your scholarship
Yeah,
the
yeah,
next year if you're not doing what you're supposed to do. But I will say there are some coaches that try to develop the young men that they recruit. You
Yes.
know, they stick
Yes.
with the young men they recruit. And one that I'm speak on about that, man, is Conzo Martin. You know,
Yeah.
Conzo Martin, if Conzo Martin recruit you, if he come get you, as long as you don't do him wrong on your end as far as make staying out of trouble and making the grades and all that kind of stuff, he gonna stick with you and try to develop you, even if you don't become the basketball player that he thought.
Have you all had a chance to watch that Elite Youth?
Yeah, I watched some of it. I ain't watched all of it, but I watched some of it, man.
Yeah, I think that was pretty dope right there. Like, yo, that's they making them kids, man. They demanding the demand that they have on the kids, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So, I mean, we in the city where we having numerous killings, but here we are. We gotta pay $75, $100 an hour just to have access to a gym. Like,
That's to a gym. It shouldn't be like that. Uh, with all this stuff going on, it may not be safe for us to have the parks and stuff like that, but it's no way that you can't tell me that we don't have enough money to put them rec centers up. We need multiple rec centers with multiple avenues and things for our kids to do. uh every kid might not be a basketball or a football or a baseball kid. Like,
and I just told you.
we definitely need like people to come in and show them how to use the studio, show them
Yeah.
how to make a song. uh
Yeah.
we got young ladies that are talented, that can do hair or dance, or all these different things, man, that we just need to tap into, basically the performing arts outside
Yeah.
of school.
Yeah.
I said, man, I just said that like every kid they don't want to play sports. So we need to tap into what we need to try to reach those kids that's not in the sport.
Yeah.
We need to reach them. We often forget about that because of sports take over. But some just may want to just play, show up and play. That's cool. I'd rather for them be playing the game than out there doing something else.
Yeah. I'd rather for y'all to be in the gym than
Yeah.
go through my window.
Yeah, Emerald. Now I gotta give a shout out to Emerald because Emerald used to let the young guys come in and with the open runs with the older guys.
Yeah.
So that was big there. That was real big. Then COVID hit, we couldn't go in there.
Yeah.
But they like we got this eye on us. Like we ain't a basketball place, but here we are. We fighting against nowhere to go. Like we don't have the resources, man, that they have in other cities. Of course, like football, so we got field where you just jump on the field everywhere and try football.
Right. I got a feeling though some of that's on the. I mean, it's still a process, but you can see it kind of slowly changing here in Knoxville for
Yeah.
some.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It is. It's changing. It's changing.
Yeah. It take a little. Well, it might take 10 daggum years, but it'll change. Slowly they'll do a little something.
Slowly, yeah. But,
Yeah.
and man, if the city want to do a lot better, man, I said it take some of that money that they're investing in the wrong places and then investing into the youth.
Well,
don't you know?
Go ahead.
Oh, I'll go ahead. I was gonna say, don't you know around here, like we don't have an outside gym. I mean, an outside goal, outside rim in the Lionsville area. They tore that down this summer, and we literally like we would be down there like often. We was hit, we was hitting that part hard often. It's like, different kids start coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, come on, and it was like a free for all workout.
Yeah.
And oh, you like ball, man? Kids 20 further, come on.
Well, in my opinion, the city of Knoxville owes line. Well, I guess they feel like they made up for it with the Emerald Youth Center, because they. Well, I was gonna just hear me out. I was gonna say they owe Lonsdale a gym because of the black center that they tore down, that was right over there, right in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
right in the neighborhood.
And when they tore that place down, man, you can't imagine the amount of kids that was outside like them next couple of weeks when I would go through there to pick DJ and them up. I would be calling my like people I know, like, man, this is crazy, man. They just tore the gym down and now these kids ain't got nowhere to go.
No.
And ain't nobody doing nothing about it.
Nothing about it. Like they tore that's the thing. We had a I'm trying to describe it, but like, you know where on Texas Avenue where it's a trucking company.
Yeah.
It's a truck. So we had two courts, two outdoor courts right there, one high and one low. And they was outside, you know, playing basketball. My cousin actually was murdered, you know, on that court, and then after that they tore it down, and we didn't have no outside court. So and then we had our rec center, and then our rec center, you know, it was staggered. You could only get in there like elementary was like to after school to probably like 6 o'clock. And 6 o'clock, it was only high school only. But you know, it was right there in the community. So now, you know, we're forced to walk. The kids are forced to walk, and you know, it was just different center leaders also.
Right. I was just about to say
that. Yeah. So you know, kids you know, they gravitate differently. You know, I don't know if I really want to go down there. You know, they was pretty mean. But we had a lady named Miss Ruby. If you didn't like sports, guess what? She's taking you in there and you doing beading or some kind of art. She was big on arts and crafts.
Yeah.
So you know, I appreciate her for that.
I go and say another one though, man, and this just shows you where we are now. It ain't no more Mr. Mobley's. Man, Mr. Mobley, man, you give Mr. Mobley $20. You come on, get this gym. Come on in here and practice. Because Mr. Mobley knew it was bigger than basketball. Here you are, a group of kids. Come on in here.
Man, I can't tell y'all how much love that man done showed me, man. And so look how it works, man. Mr. Mobley has the heart to come open up the gym, and he gives me the time to work with guys that are getting better. And we going out here playing against Atlanta Celtics, Georgia Stars. I'm taking these little dudes everywhere to play, man. And, you know, sometimes we win it, sometimes we ain't. But if I don't have Mr. Mobley, it don't work.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, we can't be who we need to be, man. So shout out to Mr. Mobley, man. When we won our first city championship, I gave him the trophy.
$100, $200.
Yeah, Mr. Mobley. I'm kind of in the process of like with Dre, you know, he started his little, third grade, but he just like, man, I need somewhere to practice, man. If I can get on the practice off, I can get on the buying of this. And I just been calling places, trying to find him somewhere to practice, man. Yeah, shut down like crazy. Just shut down. So,
and those are the type of people that those spots should be open to. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Sure.
And keep grinding out. I keep saying, you know, I'm done with it. But I've been around his moves, and I keep gravitating to it, man. I promise y'all, I quit coaching like early other year, and opportunities just keep popping up. It's like God be like, no, I'm not done with you here yet. You ain't finished.
Nah, we still need people like you, man. We need people like you to keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? Keep powering forward. Keep doing the things that you're doing in the community. You know what I'm saying? Alongside with your family, but keep pushing for others, because we need that. We all got to take care of each other in small ways that we can. You know what I'm saying? Wood, what you think about this young lady, man?
Man, amazing. Feel like that's my point guard.
I ain't even get to talk about all the places I done coached, man. I ain't even get to, it's all good. I done been on the college level. Oh yeah.
Hey, Johnson.
We took 8 players and won it, man.
Hey, Johnson.
I have. Yeah, Johnson. I've been at Tech State too.
Oh, I ain't know you. Oh yeah. Oh man. Hey, listen up, man. I'm talking about role model status. You feel me, baby? Hey, they say that we don't have positive stories in Knoxville, Tennessee. Well, check this one out right here. You get what I'm saying? Straight from Lonsdale. You go from Lonsdale, the game take you all the way to coaching at the college level. That's amazing. That's amazing. People like me would love to do that.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You know, I backed up off of, you know, coaching. You know, I probably could have went farther with it, due to the fact, but I just didn't pour all my energy into it like I should have.
So Ash, go on, you gotta tell us about that college experience, that college coaching experience, because we want to hear it.
All right, which the first one or the second?
Like how you even got the job? All
Oh,
that.
how I got the job? My first one at Chat State, I got the job because my JUCO coach, he called me. He's like, "Hey, will you come down here and help me coach?" So I wound up moving to Chattanooga and finishing my degree at UTC. I had like a semester, so I was like, yeah, I was down with that. We had a nice little squad. We had a Sade Bewley. She was getting recruited by West Virginia. Then we had another little chick getting recruited. So we was pretty good that year. But yeah, he had asked me to come down there and help him coach. So I had just finished up my basketball career at Lander University in South Carolina. Oh yeah, I got a little championship there too. We won a peach belt there too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Then you won the ship. I heard you had won the ship in college.
Yeah, we won a peach belt there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, but anyway, that career had ended, so I wound up going down there, moving to Chattanooga. So that's how I landed that job.
Where was she from?
She played at South Door. Oh, you don't know her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say she kind of like a goat around here.
She was the real deal. I want to make sure we're talking about the same one. Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah. I had to break her in though. I think she might have been a little. She had came in big time freshman status.
Yeah.
I think when I was a senior, I had to be a senior.
Okay.
I remember that.
So,
but yeah, she was pretty good.
Let me ask you this: what was different? What did you know? What was it? Was there any differences between, I guess, coaching and playing?
Yeah, it was a big difference, boy. I tell you, because it's like you transform, different. Well, I'm gonna say you not transform, but you view it different. Because as a player, you really ain't. I know me. I'm just out there just going off natural talent. Ain't nothing else. Nothing else. I ain't hitting nobody weight room. I got broken real good at Lander.
Mm-hmm.
Quit her. I ain't gonna lie to you. I quit every Friday morning, coach. Every Friday morning, cause we gotta get up and run 2 miles, 5 in the morning. I quit every Friday morning. No lie. I still got a homegirl from Lander that messed with me to this day. She caught me Beverly Hills because some of the things that I used to do, man. It's like, man, it's crazy. But yeah, I quit her. So player, as far as player perspective, it's just like you got to really put that work in. And then when I switched over to coach, it's like, man, you gotta demand, you gotta relate and how to figure out how you gonna get them to buy in to put that work in, let them know like it's bigger than y'all just coming here and showing up, just going through the motions. It's bigger than that. Like you gonna have to have a life outside of here. Then I had to deal with them with boys and all relationships.
Yeah.
Just teaching that point. Just it went more from a life perspective, but the whole thing is bigger than basketball. You really gotta take heed of that from a coaching position. Sure. So that's how I wound up there, and Siobhan moved down with me. So we decided to have little Siobhan, then we moved back. Cool. We moved back, so that's how we wound up, out of Chattanooga. Grandparents didn't want to. They're like, hey, we need that first grandbaby here in town.
Yeah, you already know.
So I kind of let
Miss Robin wanted them back. Oh God.
Yeah. So but then at Johnson, I wound up. I got to Johnson because my high school coach was like, "Oh, I got to have you out here. You got." Because I wound up. I coached with her also.
Carlisle.
Yeah, Carlisle. I coached with her at Seymour High School, and I done more of where I worked with the guards, player development with the guards with Seymour. So I guess she really appreciated what I brought to the game. She's like, "Oh, I got to have you out here. I'm going out here. I got to have you." So I wound up going out there with Johnson, and we wound up with I was like, the culture was so different. It was different. Like, I'm like, where the players at? I mean, I went on a recruiting trail. It was hard. You talking about a job, just trying to recruit the players. Oh man, that was rough.
Yeah.
That was rough. Just recruiting that from the Johnson. So they just actually brought in and believed, and they came in there and worked hard, and we produced. We just produced it, that year, and so I declined that head coaching job.
It would have been a lot on you.
Yeah, it would have been a lot on me.
I think people, I have a lot of respect for college coaches, man, because like you said, that recruiting aspect. Because at the end of the day, you got to have players. You got to have somebody there to fill the spots.
Yeah.
You got to get somebody to sign on that dotted line and say, yes, I want to be there. And you want it to be somebody you feel like really want to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Trying to mix all that up is not easy.
No, and just hit, and more so, I've probably done more so when I was at Chat State, more so hit the road recruiting. That that's a lot of demand on you.
Yeah, it is.
That's a lot of demand when you got to hit that highway and go recruit. You got to go to Georgia and everything. So that that was pretty rough. So, but Johnson, we just played with what we had. Those girls, they believed they wanted to win. And it was different because the year before, they was telling us it wasn't that they didn't have as much demand on it. Right. And we was battling, compete with another sport. I think we had one that played tennis, one that played volleyball. And it's like, if it's what we got to put this first. We got to put it first. And they, we worked with their schedule and they enjoyed it, but we pulled it off.
Then
we pulled it off. It was undersized.
Did y'all start the season with 8 or did injuries happen?
No, we started with 8. We couldn't even run a 5-on-5, and I used to bring Siobhan to practice and let him come and practice with us just so we'd have enough to get up and down the court. Yeah.
My dude got all kind of experience, Wood. See what I'm saying?
Already.
See what I'm saying? He done played an NAIA game, already.
Yeah.
So we had to bring him. Then we had a manager that would play. So to make us 5 hours a week in game prep and go over, strategy and go over our scouting reports and use them as a scouting team. So, sure. But I mean, we just put the work in. We put the work in and it's successful.
Man, Linwood, I'm willing to bet we don't have. I mean, it's probably not too many. How many women, African American women come through Knoxville in the last 10, 15 years that was a college coach? For real, man, it don't matter what level it was. Like, that's a big accomplishment.
It ain't been. I can't name one.
It's probably somebody out there, but it ain't many. I know
that.
Hey,
Wood. Coach Jay, he ain't gonna tell you how he left me with that group.
What group?
You left her behind y'all with a group?
Which one? I probably did. I just can't remember.
He left me with a group. Wood, I had to make some magic happen with them, boy. Lonnie, Quez, Greg, Jadarian.
Oh man.
Hold up. I didn't leave you with it?
Man, that was like, hey, they thought you was gonna be coaching that team. They thought you was gonna be having some party. They're like, we don't have a coach. Oh man, what? Y'all Yeah, it was Tennessee. I had Lonnie.
Yeah, Tennessee Elite, but I had.
You had the other group too.
But I said I was gonna do 2 groups or something.
I think
probably
so.
It could have been now. Look. It might have been, back in the day, I'd try to coach 3, 4 teams.
Yeah. That's right, though. I took her to Georgia. We got us a ship.
See?
Underdog. Yeah, Southern Exposure Tournament.
Yeah, baby.
Got you one down there.
I don't know how we pulled it off, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, them dudes was all right, though, the one thing though, man, about some of them kids, they was kind of tough.
Yeah.
You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying? They had some toughness. They might not have had all the skill, but they had some toughness. So you know how it is. If you get them locked in all at the right time, you
Yeah.
know,
What? I had to
make
go
something
chase
happen.
Ronnie down.
Hey,
I
that
had
used
to
to be
chase
my
that
guy.
kid down, man. I had to chase that kid down. Oh, I had to go talk to Prince. Don't worry, I got him. Let's go. I got to have him this week. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Half of the let me see. Some of them didn't know he was with me. I had to. Boy, I thought I was gonna get in trouble. You know, I had to call him around. Hey, he with me. I approved it with. You know, I talked
Yeah,
to the mom.
yeah.
Yeah, that was experience. Hey, Wood, and then I caught some little heat behind it too. Got my nephew Quez, he mad at me. I benched
Oh,
him, and
yeah.
I got to get the dub. You know, I had
Hey,
to bench him, but I had to get the dub.
one name you named, I know he helped get the job done. G Mob.
That was my coach on the floor.
Hey man, he gets the job done.
Man,
You gonna get
he got
the
it done. Man, listen, that was my coach on the floor because he gonna talk, he gonna direct traffic and everything. He the cheerleader and everything.
Everything you need G Mob to be, he was gonna be.
Yeah,
Love
man,
G Mob.
Hey,
he was.
hey, sure. Well, she done forgot. She done held me down some. Look, man, I done had ass look on the bench with me a couple times. Like, nah, come on over here. Come right on over here with me. Come right over here with me and man, help me manage some of this stuff.
Hey,
Cause you know one of them gonna be over there mad because I done took him out the game, and then, you know this, that, and the other. It be all kind of stuff going on.
hey man.
Wood, I remember
Guys,
we was in a tournament. I remember Coach Jay looked at me. He said, sub. He tried to give me to the sub in rotation. I ain't want.
Like, oh,
I tried to
hey,
stay
hey,
away
I
from
don't know.
him.
Wood, she fell for the old trick. Every coach know this. Wood, you know you used to do it. You would turn right to pseudonym and y'all get the sub for me.
Yeah.
Put it all on them. Hey, give me
Man,
who you want. Give me who you
I used
want, coach.
I used to do roll like that. I see somebody in. I don't care to send them in. You feel like that? See?
I'm gonna just work with what's on the court, man. I'm gonna just
Hey, hey, you know Byron. I used to do Byron like that. Look, I look at Byron. I say it loud enough to where all the kids can hear it, and then I wouldn't look at nobody. I turn right back around and look at the game.
focus on the game. Hey man, you got to
Whoever you
do
want.
it, man.
Yeah, man. I caught some riffraff over. Hey, Jay, man. I caught some riffraff over that boy. Hey, one time, Wood. He was. Man, I think he was out sick or something. I don't know. He was trying to keep coach his game. Man, I wound up coaching that game, man. I had to pull up at parents' house and everything. It ain't like that. It ain't
Hey,
like it. I almost coached us the game because I know for sure my son should have been in that time, but I was just trying to be fair.
Right.
yeah. Hey, people don't understand, man. That too, that whole thing, like coaching your kids, sometimes it be hard because all of the different things that come with,
Yeah.
just all
Oh
the
yeah.
different dynamics that it can bring about, man. So it just it come with it, and it's the same thing. Even if your kid ain't playing, just being a coach, you
Yeah.
gonna
Oh
have
yeah,
to deal.
man.
You gonna have parents say stuff, and you know how it go.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, y'all better. Hey, I had my group of girls, boy. Hey, man, I don't know. My parents, my girls that my AU girl.
Yeah.
Hey, my parents bought none. I had to tell them one time, shit, y'all. I looked at them. All right, y'all coach. I
Yeah.
can't compete with y'all.
Wow.
I can't compete with y'all. Y'all coach. Yeah, y'all know more than what I know. Why y'all got me over here? Y'all go ahead and handle it.
That's
'Cause
one thing about that Willow Springs team, man. I had a great group of parents that just bought in, man,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that always helps out.
that help out a whole lot, man. When you get parents that buy, hey, I tell you what, when you get parents that they ain't gonna discipline the child before you have to,
Hey, it
man, that
happened.
make you can focus on coaching.
It
Yeah.
happened. It happened the other night. One of the twins did something on the court. Can't remember what it was he did. But here's Howard. You know, it ain't that many people at the game. Howard go off on him about it. Jody looked at the twin and said, "Yeah," and pointed at Howard.
Oh yeah, that was real right there.
But seriously, man, when you have kids on your team where you know that, for the most part, that every parent they not gonna be happy with every single thing you do. That's cool. You get what I'm saying? But for the most part, they pretty much are mimicking or voicing the same thing that you saying or the same messages or whatever, man. It make things so much easier. And what I'm gonna say this, he was talking about the kids at Willow Springs that are now at Fulton. Man, we don't have no issues like that, man. Like our kids are, for however good they are, however, whatever they need to work on, our parents make sure our kids are at everything we have on time. Like literally, if a guy is late to practice, you see guys like running up to the locker room, up to the gym, putting a shirt on and everything to make sure they there at whatever time Coach Wright want them there.
Yeah.
So just having them kind of parent, but it started at home, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's before they even get to Coach Wright,
Cause I think a lot of like, and that helps like a lot of as far as like preparation for college. So they help a lot of kids be successful in college. When that discipline, that structure there in high school, you won't be culture shocked when you get to college. And that's why a lot of our kids, they can't survive. They're like, hey, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And I tell kids all the time, it becomes a job. When you talking about college ball, it's a job. Like
Right.
you gotta realize you got your film study, you got your classes, you got your individual workout, you got your regular team practice, you got conditioning, all that's separate. All that is separate. Weightlifting, all that. It's study hall, that's separate.
And you ain't even talked about like real life girlfriend having fun, just being a part.
Oh yeah.
No, you ain't even talked about none of that.
Let me know when y'all find time for that. Like really, like it's crazy. It's crazy. And you might even have to slide and have a tutor.
Yeah.
Right.
But we get a little. My girls that I had at Northwest, they kind of, they made me feel good that I prepared them for high school because they would come back and tell me, man, your practice was harder than our high school practice.
Yeah.
Right.
It was, part of me felt good and a part of me was disappointed.
Right.
That's just knowing what it take to get to the next level right there.
For sure.
Yeah.
How did it feel to watch like maybe some girls that you have coached go on and have success, a step past wherever you coached them at?
Oh, it makes you feel, it makes you feel real good. Like you can't do nothing but be proud. You can't do nothing but be proud. Like you can tell like the ones that was, had that little extra push behind them, and the ones that kind of needed the extra push behind them. Right. But it just makes you feel proud. I had Kiki. I probably wound up coaching her. I think she came and played like the end of the rec season, and then go on to play college ball. I was like, it made me feel proud. But I kind of knew she was one of the ones that had that drive in her and that family push. I refer back to Shauna a lot. People be like, man, you crazy. People talk about how crazy she was as a parent, but from the parent perspective, so she did what she had to do to protect her kids to get to their next.
Get them where she need to be. Man, look here. Y'all know I like people that play with energy and passion. Who people who it mean a lot to them. And without a doubt, we know that with Kiki, she gonna play. It matters. The game it matters. So I love watching her play at Kentucky and watching her.
She having fun, enjoying it. That's what I love.
But y'all know what I love, man. And if Shauna, if you see this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That serious Kiki look that she done had for years.
Yeah.
When she get, what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Well, look, she's sweet as could be, but when she turn on that, on that competitive edge, she is there, baby.
Locked in.
She be locked in. I told her, I said, I can't wait so you come on back here and coach.
Oh yeah,
so hopefully.
she definitely got some coaching in her. Also, man, I saw a cool thing that she did. I don't know when they were playing. They were playing a game, and when her teammates put their head down, and you saw Kiki, get your head up or whatever. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Man, people don't realize how important it is. How important it is. I mean, I'm going through. Well, I ain't gonna say both of us mentioned what we're going through the phases. Which is, I mean, I feel like he always been a great teammate, but teaching our son to be an even better teammate. Like, and Coach Norris, he even gave him I didn't know this, but the mission lady told him, she's like, you know what? Coach Norris came in here talking about how great of a kid he is, and well, how good of a basketball player he is, but he must, he's a better kid because he was just seeing one of his teammates, had missed, he passed to him, missed a shot, he went over and picked him up. That's all right, and passed it to him again. Yeah. But just like the importance of it, and like it's kind of tough, that it being in a certain environment to teach that when it's not, you're not getting good feed. You know what I mean? It's not as valued.
Right. It's not valued.
It's not valued.
Yeah.
But Coach. He had a tournament this weekend. His coach got on him because he screamed at one of his teammates, "Stop shooting threes!" So I had to bring him back down and like it ain't how you it ain't what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah.
And I try to tell him from a perspective as far as like listen, you're gonna get more out of your teammates if you versus you screaming at them, then you tell them, hey man, pass that three up. We don't need it three right now. Right. Granted, the kid ain't hit a three all weekend, but that ain't how you do it, son.
Right.
What I tell you, but teaching, being a great teammate. Because man, when you have a great teammate, you gonna do whatever. That teammate gonna hold you accountable. You gonna do whatever for that teammate, and that carry over to the team and strengthen the team.
Yeah.
Right.
No matter what team you on.
And as a coach, them guys are just so valuable. Like you can win with them guys all day. I asked you about how does it feel when you see kids go to, the whatever level you was on, when you see them go to the next level and have success. And you were speaking about teammates, good teammates. So I thought about, that group I had at Vine. Y'all up close and personal. Let me tell y'all something on a day-to-day basis. As far as just being a good teammate, being good guys, doing what they supposed to do on a day-to-day basis, it don't get no better than Brentwood, than Elijah Brentwood and AJ Pruitt. I'm telling y'all, like good teammates and stuff like that. So to see AJ, I think just this past week, you saw he got District Player of the Year. Man, I was excited, man. I felt like we won the championship.
Yeah.
We won the championship, man. Like to see him take all that stuff, because I'm gonna hold you accountable. You gotta be a leader. You gotta be a good teammate. See him take those things and go in a whole nother environment and not only do good, but to he excelling, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah, so it's good to see that for them,
Yeah, because most of the kids that probably would have went to Beard and went to God, because you go to Beard, guess what? Wait your turn.
Yeah.
Right.
You go to Beard and wait your turn.
Hey, Wood, and hold up before I stop bragging on my Vine boys, hold up though. Y'all better stop playing with my nephew Shannon Blair out there on that daggum field. Stop playing with him.
Man, listen. Man, it's been rough, Jay. Man, I had to. Good God Almighty, had to stay on him, man. I chew him out, stay on. I'm like, I gotta build him back up. Chew him out, build him back up. Cause man, he just don't know how much I guess he needed that to believe in himself. Like you got to put in the work. If you know, it wasn't a kid around here could touch you on the football field.
Yeah.
I tell him all the time, like you and Tommy was the best one around here because Tommy outworked you.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy went and outworked you, boy.
Yeah.
And he finally.
He coming back into his own now, though.
Yeah, he got
Every time I get on Twitter, it's a new offer.
Yeah, Michigan State, Purdue, Duke. Who else he got? He got a couple more.
Stop saying it. You're gonna make me cry on camera. You said Duke.
Virginia.
Yeah.
Get me out of here.
Yeah,
Wood, stop the episode. My boy getting offers from Duke.
Hey man, go Duke.
He told me, he was like, I got a Duke Zoom call. I had it yesterday. He was telling me about it. So, man, you know, it's exciting for him though. You know, I appreciate it. I tell him, well, you keep paving that way. So we'll know what steps. Keep paving that way. I didn't realize how big 707 was, but it's big. So I got to decide between camp and 707.
Yeah, you got
God Almighty.
And now, see, that's another thing. I ain't gonna hold you on this, but that is another thing, man. That, man, I don't want to brag on him too much because I ain't trying to put no pressure on Wood. But this dude, man, has got so much potential on that field. Man, look, man, I got high hopes, man. I know Shavar ain't gonna let me down as far as I ain't talking about make it to the NFL, this, that, and the other, but just the type of dude he about to be, Coach.
Listen to me, Jay.
He got
the ball. They just put 6 on the board. No matter where they on the field, they give them the ball. It's just 6 on the board.
Hey, listen to this. I'll tell y'all this, and I got another Shavar story, doggone it. So Shavar, he spent a little time over at Powell, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So whenever he started going there, one of the teachers at Vine, his son goes to Powell, right? And his son played on the basketball team. So he comes to me one day and said, "Man, listen, Linwood." He said, "Man, the coach called me. Coach Watt called. He's excited. He said we got a phenom that just." Hey, listen. He said we got a phenom that just trained. I think his name is Shavar or something like that. He said, "Coach, how good is he?" And what I told him, I said, "I don't know who y'all got, but I'm willing to put my money on this. He better than every kid over there." Well, what do you mean, Coach? Is he a shooter? I said, it don't matter what he doing. I said, if they flipping a coin, he gonna be better than them. Yeah. He gonna do it better. That's how much I like him.
Every day of the week.
But don't tell him I said that, Ash.
Nah, you know what, man. You know I can't tell her. You know I can't tell her. I can't see it.
I'm watching this episode with Bobby. As soon as I see Bobby, come here, watch this.
Don't do that. He got, hey man, he got it. I don't know though, yeah. I'm tell the truth, yo. I've been waiting on this. You know, my love is basketball, but I've grown to love football. But I've been waiting on him to tell me which one.
You just kind of just waiting to see.
Yeah, because I mean, he played 7-on-7 with the high school this year. Oh, okay. and his eyes light up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
It's like a Christmas tree when we got 7-on-7 today. We got this, that. I'm like, God dang, you know this. Hey, you see.
Yeah.
But you know what we say, man. And of course, I ain't never trying to tell you what to do with your kids because I know y'all can do whatever y'all think best anyway. But man, look here. Spread that man wings and let him tap into all the things he can tap into.
Oh yeah.
He's just so multi-talented, man. You can't, you know what I mean? Like until he decide, fine. But until then, man, just let him do his thing.
Yeah.
Man, I know, man. Listen, I feel like a bad parent sometimes because of. You know, he wants to play soccer.
I bet you he would have been good at it.
Been great at it.
But we just, man, hey, and he been on me about boxing. But it's like we don't have the time to. I don't need a boxing though. We'll be man, he better be somewhere in trouble.
Yeah.
Hey man, before we get out of here, I gotta ask this question. In high school, the three of y'all, who wins 1-on-1-on-1? You, Dre, Treve.
Hey, listen, I'm going with Trey, man. Hey, you know Drake gonna call me and eat me up soon as he sees. You know, like lately this past summer we've been out in our yard and Drake come up here telling me, "This is my court. This is my court. I'm the best shooter in the family. I'm the best shooter." I be having to tell him, man, you wait till you get out of high school. You wait till you get out of school to be the best shooter in the family. I'm going with Trey with the lift and the move. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna catch it from Dre though. I'll catch it from him.
Yeah. He called
it. Yeah, most definitely. But hey, he better ask somebody because me and Dre's brother, a couple of summers back, me and D was on team. They didn't want to see us. Now that he gonna be calling, "Oh, you suit up?" I ain't suiting up, Dre. I'm close to 40.
You know he gonna call you.
Yeah, I need my ACL. Need my knees.
For sure.
But I'm taking Trey.
Man, I done enjoyed this, man. As you know, like I told you before, man, you such a good role model for so many in our community of what they could do with themselves, man. It's positive things, man. And just looking at where your education in the game done took you and the people it's done put you around and the lives that you've been able to change, man, it's powerful. So I'm proud of you.
Definitely.
Appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know, shout out to y'all. That, you know, the impact y'all have on a young man's life. I gotta give a shout out to, you know, J Mike, true student of the game. Appreciate Jazz and Howard. You know, they opened up the gyms. They you know, that was great to my boy. Sleep, you know, pandemic, man. When the pandemic he came, Sleep I always kept it 100 with these kids. He ain't never pick and choose. So he got utmost respect for me. Yeah. He would come and get my boy, and my boy ain't never played on his AU team, ain't never played for him. He would come and get this boy and kidnap him. Like I would have to call him name. Hey, Sleep, where you at?
Hey, you better get him because Sleeper have him on a tour day session quick.
Man,
hey, your kid can't call you. Your kid when your kid get home, he be like, "Mama, don't never let me go with him no more."
Yeah, you know, bitch, your mother kind of, you all right? I mean, so you know, Sleep with him. I'm like, man, Sleep, I got it. His hips tight, and guess what? He'll look at the other kids with a poke. So y'all know what that means. Y'all know we're gonna be working on the next time. So you know, I you know, it's a lot of them. Charlie. You know,
yeah, man. Hey, he doing. I told Big Charlie, man. I told him thank you, cause you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, not that you know you expect for somebody you compare yourself to somebody, anything like that. But I just noticed that he been taking on a lot. You know what I'm saying? Taking on a lot of kids. Yeah, man, taking on a lot of kids. Really just putting himself out there and being selfless, man, and then having the success too. Like, he's doing a good job, bro.
Another young man though, Deontay Campbell.
Yes.
Yeah, I gotta give a big shout out to him. You know, because he wanted, he can pour into the kids, and I love the direction that he going. Food, you know, and I gotta. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I understand. I gotta show Scrap some love. You know. Yeah. He had a couple of guys that he fooled with, and he seen them through. He gave my boy an opportunity at a young age. Well, me and him don't always see eye to eye. Our eyes probably won't even never cross, you know, be the same direction. But you know, you gotta pay dues where they do. It's just, you know, I'm just, you know, just thrilled at all these people that we have in the community that helps, and they trying to give back some kind of way. I know I'm probably missing some.
You are, but we have a lot. We have you might have missed a couple, but the point is that we have way more than we think.
Yeah.
It's just about it's about kind of somehow not necessarily being under the same thing or whatever, but kind of putting it all together to make sure that everybody covered. And I think a big thing is is supporting each other. Like I love the stuff that Jazz is doing. I love the stuff that J Mike is doing. You know, like we just got people doing so many different things. So one thing that me and Wood always talked about with Power Forward is, man, we just want to recognize. We know we got negativity going on, like we got it going on now, but we just want to recognize, like, yo, we got some dope people in the city that like do dope things, man. Like,
we really do. Lester just opened up, his training facility. We got Priority One, Sean Green.
Yeah,
man, he a fool with you too. He a fool with you.
And then my boys came out and said they gonna be team. Hey, I was like, hey, give me a jersey. I want to be on Team Tukey. Hey, that's hard, man. I'm sorry, that's hard.
Hey,
that's hard.
I can't lie, Team Tukey done took me back to, our days with the little ones. I said, dang, I'm gonna start over. I said, oh yeah, Team Tukey third grade girls coming soon. Be on the lookout.
I love it. First. I love it.
Hey, I said I'm starting over. I said I'm gonna get some babes.
For sure too. Hey, look though, man. Power Forward, man. We've been blessed to have our sister Ashley Young on here tonight, man. Wood, I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and sign off this thing, man. Yeah. Ash, man, make sure you
appreciate y'all. For sure.
Keep going.
I appreciate y'all guys. Love your brothers.
We'll see you soon.